as well. But we've got some good talent at this level. And, when I watched that Division III title game between Winooski and Hazen, it made me think, wow, these guys could have played a Division II schedule easily all year long.
Both of those teams could have competed in Division II and
no doubt about
been buried just the same.
Because I think you and I talked about it over the years, and I said that a lot from our personal knowledge. Lake Region seems to every 2 years go from 3 to 2, 3 to 2. There's not a huge – that's the closest two divisions in any Vermont sports. Those top 5 teams in Division III, they can play with the iron of Division II. Absolutely. And if you don't believe it, Hazen lost by 5 points to Montpelier. There's your barometer right there.
Of course. And Lake Region's a good example of that because they could be in the Final Four of both both girls in either division any particular year.
Yes, they had a heck of a run there. They're in a rebuilding mode, boys, Wells, but they had 14 good years there in a row. You can't do it forever, can you?
Well, some programs think they can, but it's really hard to just recycle through. But some of these, like the Lake Regions, the Windsors, the CVUs, they have programs that have staying power.
Yes, they really do, and they'll be back too. I'm sure the girls program, they'll have to go to a somewhat of a rebuild, but let's face it, they won 2 championships in the last 4 years, so it isn't like they have been shut out and then lost in the finals last year to Windsor. That was a close game, and then this year gave it all they had but fell to Harwood in what was a very good game, I guess, down in Duxbury.
Yes, and every year Joe has Division I wins on his resume.
He certainly does. He had a couple more this year. Yep. He's done a very good job. And, of course, the gentleman he learned from, Mark Tinker, he's here today.
I saw him.
Basketball fan. And Mark has the best record, 1 loss in Lake Region history. It's something ridiculous, like 168 and 38 or something.
That's amazing.
He's over 100 games, over 500, which is just highly unusual.
It's very good.
And he got out of it. And, of course, Joe was blessed with a son this year. And he was certainly had to miss a few games there. Mark came in. I think he went 3-1 or 2-2. Yeah. And his wife told me, he kind of got the fever again. Nothing like being on that sideline. If you're into sports and stuff, you know it well, Billy, because you're there still to this day. But certainly a good run for them. And Joe expects to continue that run the next couple of years. He might have to do it with mirrors, but he's going to have a whole change, I think, as they reevaluate the talent pool.
I'm sure he will, though, because the culture's good. So,
yes.
And that started, like you said, with Tinker, and it's continued on.
Yes, and Mark still does a lot of work with that, and they've been a great 1-2 punch for a while. Now, Winooski's state championship coaching staff is here. They just came in over on the right, so they're here to watch the contest as far as that goes. And they did a good job there in a I'm going to call it a fiercely competitive game.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was. So we're getting close to kickoff here. It'll be the same type of rotation. And it'll be 14 for the gold team, which I take it will be the home team again, but we'll double check it when somebody scores. And the northern team, they seem to have, except for the loss of the Winooski kids, they have therefore quadrant of players too, and so we shall see what kind of run we get. This will be a little bit more physical, a little bit more speed involved, but should be a good match, as the first one was, 53-51. Can't get much tighter than that. They always seem to play out that way, and that's exactly what happened. A big fella coming up to jump it off there for the South Club. That's Ty Dickerson, Long Trail at 6'5", and they had a big season, didn't they? Long Trail this year.
They're one of those schools that 15 years ago they went around with a basketball program, and they've really turned themselves into a really good basketball program the last couple of years. Joe
McRae from Arlington also starting along with number 44, Caleb Benjamin. He's from Sharon on their club, and jumping it off will be Tyler for the Hazen Union Wildcat. Tyler Rivard, of course, at 6'3". Put up some incredible numbers for that club over the course of the year.
Over 1,000 points, over 1,000 rebounds. That does not happen very often.
No, that is a 1-2 punch you just don't see. So they'll throw it up. That'll be controlled by Rivard. He won't touch it, and he'll turn it over to his backcourt man, and they'll set it up. Coming up with Christian Young from Danville. He had a big year, too, for that club. As the guards went for Danville, so did Danville go, and he was part of it. 3-ball outside. That'll be in and out. Rebound outside. And Rivard, tremendous rebounder. Aaron Hills coached 24 years there. Said it's the best rebounder he's ever seen as far as the anticipation and going and get the ball.
He gets a lot of his rebounds when it's first shot, not when it comes off the glass.
Absolutely.
Great anticipation.
Out to the wing now. Long ball from there from the corner. That's going to be up. Long rebound coming back the other way. Number 30 grabbing it. Evan Dennis. He's from Blue Mountain. And Evan, there's a kid, if he gets a breakaway, he can tear the rim down. Soft touch inside. And Rivard connects off the window. Something that Hazen fans have seen and enjoyed the last few years. And that's a 2-0 lead for their club right off the bat. They look to go low post over the top, off a hand. Picked up on the wing. Some contact there. And that'll be a foul on the North, which will be the guests again. I don't know if that's a theme all day, Billy.
I hope so, because it's easier if it is, and certainly the scores table, it's easier.
That's what we're looking at, too. And they will have festivities during the halftime, too. We'll try and keep up with them as well. And, of course, they're going to name the player of the year for boys and girls. That'll be big. Billy already knows it, but Dave Fredrickson will break his arm if he tells anybody. So we're going to be surprised at the end. Inside pass and a finish. Missed the layup. He gets it back. Put it up to the left. He missed it, but then Dickerson finished with a right.
That was a great pass by Marcus Lewis.
That is a basketball player with the physique of a defensive end. Rebound inside. That is good for number 50, Sawyer Beck. He's from People's Academy. It's 4-2 now for the green team. Yeah, he's got great physical attributes. At 6'5", goes inside, he loses the ball, knocked off it, and then Rivard trips over the man in front too. And so they'll restart it from there. That will be a foul with 16:36 to go, just getting rolling. Second game of the day. I know it's hard to believe, but I guess we're going to hang in there all day. We got 4. And I've done as many as 6 in a day, so this shouldn't be too bad. Inside, Rivard has a chance. That goes hard off the iron, pulled down. And now the South will look to try and make a run from there. They had a couple perimeter shots early, and they're going to want to get something going inside to the big man, number 52, Dickerson, over the top. And he's got a mismatch inside. I think physical guy, so it'll be a mismatch for most people on him.
He's very good at rolling to the hoop.
And they find
there
him
it is
turns.
right there.
Good call, Billy. Coach Billy Waller, right out of your playbook. Roll right into the post, and easy too. And he's a wide, strong body,
he
too.
Is. Another good rebounder.
Over the top there, that'll be hauled down by number 32, Cooper Jennings. He's from Arlington. And now they'll stop at the elbow. Looking over the top, find Dickerson again.
They weren't.
Thought his man was cutting back.
That's one of those things you see in an all-star game. Sometimes you're not on the same page.
Just not used to each other.
But sometimes by the time you get to the second half, because all these kids are like-minded, they'll figure those plays out.
I thought the offense ran a lot smoother in that contest with the girls.
I would agree.
In the second half.
I would agree.
3 ball from the wing, and that's a splash and a 3. And that's good range over there. Shot it in rhythm, and that's so big when you're trying to set your offense up and get something out of it. And that will be number 20 knocking it over there. It's Donahue.
Yeah. Brady played for Williamstown, and he carried the team a little more this year because they graduated so many players from last year, but really had a good year.
There's a club that's in full rebuild, aren't they?
Yes.
And that'll be a soft shot inside. Marcus Lewis. There's some good talent in that area of Central Vermont, though. I don't expect them to stay down very long.
No, I mean, that Williamstown, Barrie, Montpelier, Spalding area, it's very good. A lot of talented players.
Dennis outside with it behind the trifecta. He's got 3-point range. Makes a hard cut inside. Rivard up there, soft shot inside. That'll bounce off. And then a long rebound will be pulled down by the South, and they'll look to push it back the other way. 7-6 contest. They try to go baseline. Picked up by Dennis. He finds the open man. Rivard comes back all the way and slams it at the end of it. There you go. Got a semi-breakaway.
That was the first dunk of the day. Might be more.
Slammed it in game competition for a 9-6 lead. He's got 4 early on in this contest. Inside of the big man. Goes to the left hand. He's a finesse. Rivard got over there late. Almost got a piece of that.
Yeah, Dickerson, though, does a good job of locating where his defender is and rolls to the hoop.
Yeah, good job of using the rim as protection for him. And he finishes. He's at 6 already. Good drive off the dribble, and that's a good move inside. A slasher. Number 42 as he comes in there. Verisol, he's from Richford. 13:57 to go. Long ball out front again. They're not wasting any time. These clubs are not showing rust, are they?
No, they're not. They're some of these kids did just play recently in the playoffs, a little more recent than the girls.
Rivard all the way through. Goes right through the middle of the defense, and he's got a half dozen already.
That was more impressive than the dunk to me because he went from the right side to the left side with his left hand.
That's speed. Marcus Lewis is the one who knocked down a 3-ball last time for the South, and now back outside on the perimeter in a 13-11 game. This is the first grouping. They'll have 3 segments there. Defense by Dennis. Good job there. He hasn't taken a shot yet, but playing that good D for the team in green. And they'll come back out front, driving inside, stays away from the collision and pulled down by Rivard. He throws a fastball down the other side, and he just kind of thought it was going to bounce up on him, I think, and
stayed too
let
low.
it go. Christian Young there from Danville.
Yeah, it was a good look ahead, though.
Should have treated it like a ground ball right there.
Get your body in front of it.
13-11. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Good pace early on between both these clubs. Stand-up elbow jumper. Pulled down to rebound again. They'll push it. Both these clubs like to be up-tempo. Dennis comes back inside. Good power move there, and he finishes. Goes right up against the window.
What I've been impressed with Dennis over the years is he really knows how to use his body. Even when he wasn't quite as tall as he is now, he always knew how to use his body.
Good job there. Able to use that as a screen off. Soft shot over the top. Picked up now. The North is pushing. They got Dennis on the wing. Underneath. Stop and go. They find him at the end. And he's up against a double team. Throws it away. Picked up, though, by Rivard. Almost got it. And now they'll come back the other way. Inside now. And a good finish on the other side. Both these clubs like to run. And that's pretty basketball.
That was a great pass by Marcus Lewis.
Over the timeline again. Quickly up. They don't waste much time at all. And then a long ball from the corner. No good. And now they'll push it. They've got numbers. 3-on-3. Green gets back now, though, slowing it down. Setting it up for a 3-ball. Lets it go. Splash. And that's a smooth operator right there. Number 14, Lewis. What a pretty jumper.
He's had a very good 8-minute spot here.
Rivard back the other way. He's too quick for the forward there. Finishes inside. That'll roll off the rim for him there. And he's too fast for anybody his size, isn't he?
He steps through really well and creates space.
Long strides. Now back out front, and then he'll guard the big 6'5" guy. Inside, picked off again in the backcourt. The paint, now a push on here by the North. In a 16-15 game, loses it for a second, puts it up softly, rolls around, won't quite finish for him. And now here comes a team in gold, again up court in a hurry. Stop and go from there. They look inside, picked off now. Nice job. They've got a man trailing if they need it. Puts it up softly. Nice tap in by Dennis, but there'll be fouls before them.
That was a good exciting 8-minute group, though. I think we'll be seeing some subs coming up.
Absolutely. We were talking about all of the scores. They did mention Fort and Gray, Rivard, and Wells all connecting for the 1,000-point. That's in Division 3 and 4. And for their Dream Dozen, a lot of players you're familiar with. Andrew Jonkus, a sophomore. First game I did with Danville this year, he scored 41.
Wow.
So had a real solid performance.
Yeah, he looked really good in Barrie.
His number 20 put it on there. That's Brady Donahue from Williamstown. And so the Dream Dozen looks like this. Jonkus, we just mentioned. Carter Crossman from Proctor. Braden Russ from White River Valley. Jack Dickerson from Long Trail. Abel Goodwin, Mid-Vermont Christian. Brendan Modi, he's from Hazen. Colby Dearborn, Bellows Falls. Ethan Davion, he is from Randolph. Jarek Jacobs from Richfield. Tage Stewart from Twinfield. Xavier Hill from Hazen. And Boone Farley from Thetford. So Hazen with 2 on that list. So that tells me that they've got plenty of horses in the stable ready to run next year.
They certainly do. Anybody that thinks they're going to fall off is mistaken. It looks like we had a latecomer. Because that looks like a Winooski player right there.
Absolutely.
Trayvon Bradley.
That'd be number 10.
Yeah.
And he played very well in that title game. Wing shot from the corner. Long shot to the corner. That'll be knocked out. Good job by the North, hustling over there. Yeah, his speed level was off the charts.
Yeah, and his ability to use both hands to get shots off is pretty impressive.
11:35 to go in the first half of game number 2 here. Outside, stop and go now for them. Drives baseline, turns it over inside. Picked up now by Goldale. Look at the push. To the far side, 3-ball from the wing. That's going to be just off. Pick it up the other side. They try to go long ball.
Outlet.
They found it the other way. He'll go in and was thinking about dunking. Follow-up is not going to be there. They're 2. They had great chances here. Nice follow by Sawyer Beck from Peoples. And they couldn't quite stuff it in. So a good run. And these players up playing around the rim to the elbow. Back out front. Long ball from there. That's no good. Rebound inside. And that'll be controlled again by Bradley. Behind the back, stop and go. Now they'll go baseline. Good move there and a nice finish. In tight quarters, too.
Yeah, that's Harry Molesworth from Rivendell, and he is another one that had an excellent Final Four appearance.
Yeah, that club looked very muscular in
Yes.
their last couple games. They looked like they were physically superior to the
Yeah.
last 2 opponents.
Absolutely.
Looked like a couple of them kids were in the weight room.
Absolutely. And especially for Molesworth, he can play in and out, and is a luxury for his coach.
Of course, they have that oddity. Rivendell, of course, in the state of New Hampshire, plays the Vermont schedule. Long ball up front. That's no good. Rebounded inside. They get another chance. Had two of them in there. Blocked, though, inside. Nice job as Molesworth came up, and he cuffed that away. He controls there. Gets a little push by Tanner Gintoff from Springfield, but they lean that off. Long ball. And that's a deep one.
That was a deep one for Bradley, but he'll take those. That's not just an all-star game performance. He takes those in the regular season.
Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah.
Inside, they'll drive. Looking over the top. They've got him wide open. He beats him down. Tries to go coast to coast. Soft. Misses the layup. Inside. Good pressure. They'll get off. Coming on the other side. Now they'll come back in a hurry. Try and get off a shot. They'll give it up. Good pass there. Inside
good
power
step
move.
Through.
And that's a finish. That's a good trailer.
Yeah.
And good job identifying the trailer. And he finishes off the window. So that'll put number 40 on the line.
That's
Evan Mosier of Green Mountain.
Yes, exceptional in two sports. He's a very, very good soccer player, college-level soccer player.
At 6'5".
Yes.
That's a big
He's
striker.
He is a center back, and he plays it as strong as any kid I saw in Vermont this year.
So he'll be playing soccer somewhere.
I would hope so.
Rebound, that will not go after the charity shot is missed. At 22-18, they'll slow it down there behind the back. That's going to be picked off, though. And here comes goal. This group wants to run. And he's trying to go the route again. Off the glass, finishes. That's back-to-back. So
he's
not a
got
bad basketball player either.
No, Evan's got a motor. 8-minute shifts isn't enough for him. He could go for 40.
Back inside. Comes up with a loose ball. They'll give it off to the backcourt and look to set from there. Number 20 up with it from there. Nystrom from Bellows Falls. Looks for the lob over the top. Can't quite find that. Above the elbow. Now they'll go inside. Return pass, give and go, and he finishes. That's good dish.
Nystrom from Bellows Falls, a nice player. He got hurt in his semifinals when they were giving Winooski a run. If he didn't get hurt, I wondered how that final game would have turned out.
Yeah, one or two players can make a big difference. Long
Yes.
ball. I mean long. How about 30-footer for you right there? And you can see his coaching staff over there said, yep, that's a good job. So that's what I call real range here with 8:30 to go. First half stop and go. Inside. Nice move. Blocked at the end. Soft jumper from the corner. That's going to drop down and stay.
Jake Moore from Bellows Falls. Yep.
Good finish.
Jake Moore, a very underrated player. Had a really nice season this year for Bellows Falls.
Rugged kid, too. Another bomb. That's going to be from deep. That'll be in and out. Rebounded on the weak side, though, by number 50, Sawyer Beck. And now they'll start it out front again. Another three ball out front. That'll be in and out as well. Good crash to the rebound inside, putting up softly. And he really gets on the boards in a big way. That's Chandler Follansby from Peoples. He's only 6 feet tall. The kid jumps.
Yeah, he plays much bigger than that. I got to see him play against Virgins in the playoffs, and he did a really nice job on the offensive boards.
One of those quick jumpers, too. Yeah. You know, there is a difference between the guy who can just get a running start and momentum and jump, and the ones who can jump up and then they can jump again. Those quick jumpers, he's got that skill as he misses the first one. One more to go. Hotly contested contest early on in this game. 8:01 to go in the first half. Second one is good. 26-24. The North leads it by a scant field goal at this juncture. And now back up front again. Stop and go from there. Almost picked off. Now into the corner with it. They set it up from there. Long ball. That'll be off again. Good rebound. And they're looking to push again with Bradley. Stop and go there. That change of direction is an ankle breaker.
Oh, absolutely.
Move. Back the other way now. They'll give it up out front. Hard look at a three and then says, no, I'm going to go inside. Spins 180, rolls it, and scores. That's a good finisher right there from Molesworth. Nice-looking player.
That's the type of shot that's the epitome of what his career was. Get you up in the air and then finish.
And finish in traffic. And runs like a deer. I like all the skill sets. is impressive.
Well, I mean, Molesworth and the kid from Green Mountain, Mosier, I mean, they both are physical specimens that can play both ends of the floor.
Long
all
ball
positions.
Up front. That'll be a rebound by Molesworth, who's been a real impact. He goes over the top. That'll be deflected. Good speed on the recovery end, and now a 3-on-2 break the other way. Deceptive move in there, and he'll finish. And he's got a bag of tricks, that Nystrom.
He's
nice
a
ball
very
handler.
nice ball player. When he, in the semifinals against Winooski, it was a 3-point game, I think, when he got injured, and then Winooski went on like a 16-0 run after he got hurt.
Yeah, I can see where he could be a game changer. And that time just leading everything to the right, and then came back, able to change direction in midair and try and finish with the left. He hits the first with 7:11 to go in the first half here. They'll get one more. And that shot is good. 7:11 to go here. Yeah, there's just not a huge difference between 2 and 3. And that's no crack on anybody. That's just saying that the talent is spread out over the state. Simple as that. They look at a long ball. 22 has it there momentarily. And then he'll take it from BFA Fairfax. And Bruce Fontaine. They look to drive there. That's not there. 3-ball again out front. And that's going to go. Had trouble getting those down early. Mason Fortin from Windsor, but he found the range there and knocks it down, the trifecta. We're tied at 29.
You knew if there was a kid from Windsor here that the three-pointer would be part of his game. Nobody shoots more threes than Windsor.
6:26 to go in the first half here. Up-tempo, exciting contest here. Fans treated some very good basketball. They'll inbounds underneath their own hoop. Back out front. They'll find a point guard again, Bradley. He has it knocked out of his hands. They foul him. With Bradley, that stomp and go, he'll set you up with the slowdown, and then he's got another gear. That's hard to handle.
Oh, that change of pace is what we want all of our players, our guards, to do. You know, when you learn that change of pace, the game's wide open for you.
Yeah, you can create a lot of shots for yourself if you've got that one move down.
Yeah.
And he's perfected it, I think. 6:13 to go. 29 all here from CVU in Heinsberg.
Oh, great pass from Nystrom.
And a nice finish, too.
Nystrom to Mosier. That looked really nice.
Evan Mosier, we just talked about. Long ball out front again. That will not go. Trevon is not afraid to unload the ball. And he's knocked down a couple threes already in this contest. Another three coming back the other way for South. No good. Rebound on the far side. They got numbers again as they pick their way through the defense. Into the corner. Sets it up there again. Long ball. That goes. And that will put the club up 32-31 as Bradley knocks down his third 3-ball. And now we'll have some new recruits here.
Got through two sections, and the scores close both times. Evenly matched teams so far.
5 fouls on the South, 3 on the North, this juncture of the contest here. And so we will, because we don't have full 15s, we do have some mix and matching going out. And you'll see a lot of the first group, like Rivard, and like the big man for the South there. We talked about him a lot earlier, Ty Dickerson. Back out for another run into the corner. They fake the baseline, a move. Dickerson back the other way. It's been a good matchup, him and Rivard, both of them with a half dozen early on in this contest. Now in the backcourt, they'll look to run it from there with number 22, McLean McCullough from Woodstock. Wing shot, that's going to go. Nobody's does not have that in their repertoire. Joel Roberts from Mid-Vermont Christian.
Yeah, led them all the way to the championship game.
And 30, having the ball knocked out of his hands, Evan Dennis. He's 6'3". From Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain's had some good teams lately. Boys and girls. And now over the timeline, they'll push it with 5.5 to go. Not many stoppages in play.
Oh, good look from Declan McCullough from Woodstock.
The tie goes up once, twice, and then out of bounds. He'll be a little frustrated with that. He's not the type of guy that finishes from a foot away. That doesn't finish from a foot away, for sure. They still have possession, though. And now they'll work it out front. Number 50, Vuk Zevic, he's from Grace Christian. He's 6'3".
Grace Christian's another one of those schools that 10 years ago didn't exist.
How big is that school?
Not very big. I'm not sure.
Under 200, right?
Oh, it might be under 50. Wow. It's located in Bennington, and I think the last I heard they're in a renovated motel.
Wow.
Yeah, but they've put out some good athletes in both soccer and basketball the last 5 years.
For those type of numbers, wow.
Yeah.
But you know what? It only takes 4 or 5 on a basketball team.
That's right.
And you're in business.
Yep.
And apparently they have that. Under 5 minutes. Stop and go out front. They're working it. Christian Young. And now they'll rebound the South and push it. Number 50 leading the way on that series. Vikovic turns, shoots a J. That's no good. Rebound inside by Rivard. He looks to push it. Handles the ball very well for a big.
Yeah.
Makes a baseline pass. It'll skitter out of bounds on the right side.
He was just short of finding Young there.
A lot of onlockers here. in this area of the court with 4:37 to go in the first half. Fast-moving half here. Lob it over the top. Rivard has it there. He'll force it inside. He was surprised to get it, but he finishes nicely. Good recovery by Ricky Fenimore from Blue Mountain because he gave him the fastball.
He had good hands, though.
Nice job there, and he righted himself and put it in soft shot nicely. Long ball, that'll be number 12. Zeroed in, Joel Roberts, Mid-Vermont Christian.
Joel hit a number of three-pointers in Barrie last weekend.
Looks like he's comfortable shooting that trifecta, and that'll be out off the end line. 37-34, the South with a 3-point lead here with 4:10 to go in the first half. Back out front. They'll look to drive. Not there. Back inside. Turn around. Find the big guy. Ty has trouble making it, too. He's got 2 men on him. They bothered him. Dennis with it now. Stops. 16-footer. A little bit short. Rebound by the big man. He pitches it out to the middle of the court. Now they'll look trying to dive down inside. Soft jumper from there. Rolls around no good. Nice rebound inside. Number 24 busting. And that's Chase Lund from Hawksville.
Good up fake from Rivard.
And Rivard knocks it in. He's got 8 now.
That was a good weight. Came to a jump stop, finished the layup, took the end one.
He'll get one more shot here for the natural 3-point play. 3:35 to go. Glad you could join us here at CVU. It's All-Star Day at Heinsberg School. And he ends the 3-point play. So he's got 9 already. 3:33 to go. Outside, looking immediately for the 3. Lets her fly. No good. Long rebound. They're going to let it go out of bounds. And they'll start it over from there. At a 37-37 contest. Good pace. Coaches don't have to do a whole lot of work here at times, do they? Except let them play.
Let them play.
Yep.
The occasional timeout, the very end of a game. Otherwise, you won't even see that.
Other than that, I mean, the way both these clubs are flowing, nice pass inside. Couldn't quite get it around the rim, and you got 6'5" staring you there, Dickerson. That can change your shot.
Rivard gave him a good pass. Fenimore was behind the backboard when he received it.
Pass coming back the other way to a streaking number 22, Declan McCullough from Woodstock. He's got wheels. Walking it over is Dennis now. It's a big guard. Looks to turn the corner, but he'll come back to Rivard with it. He gets a screen, and now he'll give it off to his running mate. He'll try the left-handed long J. That's not going to go. They'll be short on the side. Fenimore with that.
I haven't seen Fenimore shoot a lot of threes in his career. I'm guessing that might be one of the few.
Yep. Well, he probably figures, hey, this is my chance today. Add this to my repertoire. Yeah, he's an inside power player. Out to the wing now. They look to drop it over the top. Rivard is good following on that, though, and he's able to front him and knock it out of bounds. Good job on the defensive end. 37 all. 2:28. Drive inside. Rivard bothered him. They try it again. Get another hand up on it, and that's going to drop. Good work inside.
Yeah, that was
Gepner from Mid-Vermont Christian. Roman. Soft shot the other way. High degree of difficulty.
Christian
Young.
Yeah.
He's a finisher.
Yeah, he's got good hang time.
Up the other way now. 39 all. 18-footer, that's going to go. Shooting percentage, you got to like it.
Yes, very high. I'm not sure what it is, but it's very high.
And they're not taking a long time to get it off
That's
either.
Declan from Woodstock. Declan McCall.
Mid-range jumper inside, and that's going to go as well. And that's Christian Young again. And he can get hot in a hurry.
Yes. Not surprised Declan's playing well. It's a good St. Patrick's Day name.
It sure is. Baseline pass. They'll come back out front with it. Long ball from the corner. That'll be over the top, but the weak side rebounder says that's a gift, and I'll take it.
Joel Roberts from Mid-Vermont.
43-41 lead there. Up front, long ball. Not going to quite go for Dennis. 1:25 to go. They're pushing it. Back the other way, and they go coast to coast. Good job. He saw the defenders had their back turned. He put on the accelerator and went right to the window.
That was a good finish by McCullough.
45-41. Over a minute to go. They'll go inside. Rivard turns. Muscles inside as it knocked out of his hand, but they knocked it out of his hand with the contact.
That was great use of the pivot foot.
Dickerson there giving him a 5. They're saying, yep, gotcha on that one. So he'll go to the line again here. put up some crazy numbers this year. Hit 50 in a game, and you think how long Hardwick High School and Hazen's had basketball. That spans a lot of time, and nobody had hit that. I think 45 was a previous high.
Not only that, but I think he had 29 rebounds that game.
That's tougher, I think, right there, that number.
Yeah.
And that'll be an infraction inside, so that free throw will not count. First, he made it, but they will not count it. So 45-42, 106 to go. And what has been a nice pace first half. The boys at Division III and Division IV going at it tooth and nail. Stop and go, and Dennis, he'll take the long ball. That will miss off the back iron. Rebound inside. They got men up top. They see him. They do at the end. They look to drive off the wing, puts it up softly, and then over the top, Rivard comes in. He would have loved the opportunity to dunk one off that side. 45-42, 47 ticks on the clock. Number 14 on the line here now, Christian Young, and he's been a spark here in this quarter. Danville had a couple years by their standard. They were off, and they're looking good for the future.
Not because of his play, though. He was outstanding.
No doubt. That backcourt went, and if him and his running mate were on. And you know, the game they were knocked out by Rivendell, they still, I believe, had 34 between them.
Yes.
They just need
somebody else.
Yeah, they need some forwards getting involved with that. They'll force one inside, and that'll be pinned before, and that'll be a hold, it looks like, too, as well. But that will only be the fourth foul on the North, so that'll be inbounded with 38 ticks on the clock in the contest here. Back outside. In front, they'll drop it off to the elbow. Faking up top. Now they look to drive inside. Chance there with a 6-footer. Puts it up. That won't go. They'll keep it alive. Long ball from the wing. That won't go either.
Another rebound.
And way to stick with it.
Yeah. That was McCullough again.
McCullough's been a factor. The last few minutes. Rivard up with it now. Goes against 2 or 3 inside. Still comes out with the ball. Passes over the other side with Dennis. Tries to go baseline. Puts it off on the window and scores. You know, that's a great pass by Rivard to give him the fastball across the other side of the court.
Just to see him. It was hard to even see him. But
long ball from the wing. That will not go, and that'll close out the half. And a wild one it was, folks. 47-45. The South by 2 points. And we're going to take a timeout here from Champlain Valley Union as the day continues. The Senior All-Star Game. The Vermont Basketball Coaches Association has put it on, and it's been very successful. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in Heinsberg.
Hi, this is Margaret from Farm Country Insurance in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. Spring is on the way. Now is the time when our landscaping and excavating companies gear up for a busy season. It's also time to take our seasonal cars and bikes out of storage, ready our boats, and dust off the Adirondack chairs at our camps. We at Farm Country Insurance want to help you get ready for the warm weather by making sure you have the right insurance coverage to protect you from any unexpected losses. Call us today at 748-8081 or stop by our office on Memorial Drive. Farm Country Insurance, Carter Agency, insuring what you do.
The last thing I want to do is tell you where, when, or how to buy your next Ford. What I feel I have to do is lay out the facts. At Lebanon Ford, we have the inventory. At Lebanon Ford, we always give more for trade-ins. On top of that, we have 0% financing. For your next Ford, your best deal is at Lebanon Ford. If you want a better experience and a better deal, the facts point to one place. Come see for yourself why nobody beats a Lebanon Ford deal.
Thank you for calling the What's Bugging You hotline. Bugman here.
It's my mother-in-law.
No, what? This is the What's Bugging You hotline brought to you by the Eliminator Pest and Property Service, protecting your home, family, and business.
Well, I do have ants.
Yes, we can help with that. You name the pest, we can create a customized solution for you.
What about my mother-in-law?
I think you're on your own with that one.
For all your pest control needs in Vermont and New Hampshire, call on the Eliminator.
Last month, we put all of our new Subarus on sale, and the response was terrific. So in March, we're doing it again, discounting every car with no fine print. We're putting all of our new in-stock Subarus on sale. Ascents, Foresters, Crosstreks, and even Outbacks. You will save thousands. Right now, every new Subaru is on sale at St. J. Subaru with no strings attached. It does matter where you buy your Subaru, because nobody beats a St. J. Subaru deal.
Radiant Tech Company in Lyndonville, Vermont has been a leader in the radiant heating business since 1979. Radiant Tech supplies radiant heating equipment throughout Vermont, the U.S., and Canada. Radiant Heat is known for its comfort and efficiency, but Radiant Tech systems are also known for affordability and simplicity. Give us a call for a free quote and find out how affordable and easy installing Radiant Heat in your home really is. Call us at 800-451-7593 or visit us on the web at radianttech.com. Radiant Tech, energy-efficient radiant heating systems since 1979.
At the Eliminator Pest and Property Service, the care and peace of mind of our customers is our highest mission. Our trusted professionals can help rid your property, residential or commercial, of any pest, from moles to mosquitoes, wasps to woodchucks, cluster flies to carpenter ants. The Eliminator is dedicated to providing the finest personal service for our customers. Whether it's bats, bugs, or critters, let the professionals at the Eliminator Pest and Property Service take care of you. Call us today and let us know what's bugging you.
Ken Wells back here at halftime. A good game going. Tim Peralt's going to come in here. And I was very interested, Tim, there. We talked just for a second off mic there, and putting a couple high schools together to make one, that's going to be tough because old rivals die hard. And is it a hard sell? Because it's happening all the time now in the Green Mountain State.
Yeah, it was. I think it's more hard for the adults and the grandparents. A lot of the kids know each other. And they can come together and get those bonds, friendships. But it's more, I think it was more of a harder thing for some of the older folks because they're used to those years and years of rivalries and things. And the younger kids just don't have that history yet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing in new kids and stuff, they don't know any other way. They hear it from their parents and people like that. But there's no greater bond probably than playing sports together. I mean, if you haven't been together before, and then all of a sudden your neighbor or who you played against is now your brother. I mean, that's a great way to bond the kids, right?
Right. And then, athletics just brings everybody together. And one of the first things we did as far as basketball and my teams is we just kind of laid out what was important to us individually as basketball players and what it meant to us individually. And then we kind of put that all together, and we realized that a lot of those same things was important to me too, and the kids all realized, well, that's important to them, it's important to me. And so it was a good way to kind of start bringing the kids together.
And when you put the kids together like that, they have to, of course, the district has to go through a renaming of a combined team, stuff like this. Are those hotly contested things that everybody has a different idea? They want to retain some of the old logos and names?
Yeah.
Does that make it really interesting too?
It was kind of difficult. There's a lot of discussions about, because we're in the old South Royalton campus for our high school, and they had a lot of South Royalton banners up there, and so a lot of those got taken down, and the community members in South Royalton were like, well, why should those come down? And we had to kind of remind them that it was a new school now. It wasn't South Royalton anymore. It was White River Valley High School, and so some of those things. But yeah.
There must be a place where all those ended up, though, because those are historic, and I understand how people would be sentimental about stuff like that.
I'm also the athletic director at our school, and all those ended up in my office, and that's exactly what happened. I gave them to the Historical Society.
That's great.
And that guy, he was really, really excited. John Dunville is his name, and he was really excited to have all those trophies and banners and memorabilia that he could, have, and the community could still have.
It's amazing over the years how some districts have not been affected that much by numbers. And then I live up to Willoughby Lake. North Country, when I was an athlete at Lake Region, they had 1,200 kids. They're under 700 now. There's a perfect barometer right there, what's going on.
Yeah.
And then Lake Region, right in our district there, they've stayed about 375 through good times and bad.
Yeah.
So it's hard to figure, isn't it?
It is, because sometimes when people thought, when we merged, we were going to have this powerhouse and all these students and things, but the beauty with school choice is a lot of kids choose to go other places. There's so many ways to get your education now in the state of Vermont.
No doubt about it.
So we're not getting all those kids that we thought we were going to get because they can go to all these different schools or go to different tech centers and things like that. So
After this has been in place for a few years and stuff, do you find the community, the longer it goes, buys into it, understands the reasons for it? Sounds like you guys did a great job of saying, hey, this is why we're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's for the kids, so let's separate this. And as time goes off, they're more accustomed to it, and younger kids come up through. That's all they're used to.
Yeah.
So it has to work better as time goes on.
Yeah, it has. This is the 5th year of our merger, and just a couple nights ago, we actually had our first alumni game. But we had alumni from Whitcomb High School, from South Royalton High School, and the new White River Valley High School. We included both communities in that, and the new graduates, too, for over the last few years. And that was well received. People are still talking about it. We have a big musical program going on this weekend at our high school as well, and that's bringing community members from both Bethel, South Royalton, surrounding towns, because kids from all those towns are involved. And so it's more of those things that we can do, anything to bring the communities together, and it's being really well received.
Sounds like you guys are doing a good job at it. So you've been coaching in the coaching ranks at all levels and stuff for quite a while now, haven't you? Yep. What's the biggest change you see? Is it all a 3-point game now and whatever? Because I have so many old coaches at Barry Auditorium. I had Dick Jarvis in, and he says, I got one question for you, Mr. Wells. I said, well, Coach, what is it? He goes, what the hell happened to a 12-foot jump shot?
Yeah,
is that the biggest change you've seen, Coach?
It really is. The game is expanding. The kids are getting, I think, their skills are getting better as far as shooting outside. But I'm still like that old style coach, and I had a really good coach when I was in high school, Dick Lyford from the town of Chelsea.
Okay.
And he was old school in defense, and so what I don't see a lot now is teams like getting prepared individually for each game. We'll set up and we'll know like one player we got to slow down, so we'll play maybe a box and one or a triangle and two and do some different schemes and really make the kids think about what they're doing and why we're doing it, and really playing basketball, not just kind of like running and gunning and those kind of things.
That leads me to my next question, Coach. Everybody likes to score and stuff like that. Is it harder to make kids play defense these days?
I don't think so. If you can kind of get them to buy into that defense and show them how to transition into the offense and get that quick offense or the quick shots, that way you get kind of the best of both worlds.
Yep.
But it comes from defense, and that's what we do is really focus on our defense and that hard work that it takes on the defensive end.
Really, that's what it comes down to is hard work. We laughed here early there. We were talking about the days when we had a chance to play in these games and stuff, and maybe there'd be one guy or two guys dunking. Well, there's 10 of them trying to dunk for the North team. I didn't watch the South as much on that side, but I'm like, wow, everybody's playing over the rim. Good for them. They're getting more athletic.
Yeah.
And even the 6-footers seem to have springs, and they do a heck of a job getting off there. And the pace of that game, 47-45. That was exciting basketball for the first half.
It was, it really was. And you're seeing that more and more in boys, and even in the girls. Like, seems like every time we play somebody, they got a 6-footer, 6'1" girl. And my big girl's like 5'8" or so. And
yes.
And so even those girls are really sprouting up there, but really. It was kind of like building from scratch and building up to that point, and again, really focusing on that hard work and what basketball means to us and as individuals, and kind of buying into that.
That's a great job, Tim Perall. I appreciate you, man, and you're doing a great job down there.
Great.
Best of luck to you in the future.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right, Ken Wells back here. We're undergoing the second half here. 48-47 game here, and we will keep abreast of that one too. A very good pace in the first half, and now we will get rolling again here. And both these clubs, like we said, they usually have like three options. That was a good finish inside in traffic by number 32, Cooper Jennings. He's from Arlington, 6'1". He finishes off the window for 49-48 lead. And as we said, there's not three groups of players that'll come out here, and so we're seeing like two, and then a mix match on the third one, on the end of that. And that's where we're at this time. 17:06 to go as Billy Waller made his way back here. Nice talk, because that's something totally different when you've got to get a community together. Who wants to play, has been against them for years. They try to go over the rim for the dunk now, just misses. Good, spectacular play there. And they're doing a good job there. Tim has really seen the community kind of bond. Now they realize they're all on the same page. As number 44, Caleb Benjamin, scores from Sharon. And that's a hard job, but sounds like he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he took 3 communities together and made them one, and it's not an easy thing to do.
That's not as easy as it sounds.
No.
Because if I've played against, you've been my enemy, so to speak, for the last 50 years. I don't know if I want to be on the same team.
It would be like if they took North Country, Linden, and Lake Region and made them one school.
Yeah, I don't think they'd actually want to play. I mean, because there has been some talk, if the numbers continue in the area long term, there's been, you hear a lot of projections and ideas. There's even been talk that at that point, if North Country's gone from 1,200 kids to under 700 now, that's why they're in Division 2. Lake Region has stayed steady, but if he didn't, they actually has been talk of combining both of them. And then I guess you'd have, the other one is a junior high school if you had the spillover. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, mostly because Lake Region numbers seem to stay about 375 every year. But North Country's a perfect example. They've got 500 less kids there than they had 20 years ago.
Yes, absolutely. I remember my first year at Virgins. I had 264 girls in the program, and this past year we had 110.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge discrepancy. And, of course, Virginia, they're at a Division III. That's reevaluated every couple of years. That's a good drive with power.
That was.
And they stayed on him, and he was able to still, Sawyer Beck, take the contact and finish. That's a nice job there for a 53-51 lead, 15-52 to go in this contest. And it's been a good one here. Glad you could join us. We're here for the duration, and we've seen some real good basketball. The first half of this game was spectacular at times, with all these clubs really getting a lot of good run. A few players have not been in. Good pass to the big man, and he's nailed at the end. Number 34 says, sorry about that, man. And that's Molesworth. That's 2 big horses going at it, and that'll send their big man, Ty Dickerson, from Long Trail to the line. So you watching any of the, I bet you are, NCAAs?
Well, of course.
Is your bracket all blown up after Purdue? I had them going 3 rounds, so that's 4 wrong in my bracket right there.
I had Arizona in the championship game, so.
So did my wife.
Yeah.
And she made a couple weird picks, and she got Furnham. And I said only 6% of the people even picked Furnham, Lori. I think it was a guess. And then she immediately lost Arizona, which she took all the way through a bracket. So there's an 0 for 6 right there. And I took Purdue to go through 3 rounds. And my sentimental wild card pick, didn't realize how buckled they were. They got a couple injuries, one major injury. I liked UCLA, the way they played at midseason. They didn't play well the last month, but we'll see. Anybody can win it. That's a long ball by number 42.
That's Verisco from Richford.
From Richford, at 6'3", he's got good length, and he dropped in the long ball right there. But it's amazing the talent at the big-time level. That's a good reverse. Using the rim as protection, Benjamin connects inside.
I had Houston. Oh, there's another one.
Wow.
He's got 2 in a row now.
That's good range. Again, he's feeling it, too, pointing over to his teammate on the bench.
I figured since the championship game this year is in Houston, I'd pick Houston. But they didn't look that great the other night, so that might be a bad pick there, too.
They didn't, and Alabama still looks like the team to beat. And certainly that was an easy pick to go to the Final Four. But we shall see how it all plays out. I still wonder with the bracket picks and stuff. I can't imagine, not to pick on our home state, though, that Vermont's got a better team than North Carolina, who's not in the tournament. You ever look at it that way, Billy, and say,
I do.
gosh, I don't know, this is great. 2-on-1 developing. Now for the North. It goes right to the rim, puts it up there. That'll be missed. Good job by the defense.
Yeah, should have given it up probably.
Cooper Jennings, though, stuck with him from Arlington, and he nullified that 2-on-1. Back inside, the big man.
Good
pitches
kick out.
And now he'll go for long ball, and he hits it, and that's a beautiful assist.
Joe McCray.
McCray nails it like he's been doing that all year, which he has.
Yeah. That was a great pass.
Long ball out front. That'll be short off the rim. Rebound there. And a 59-57 game. These clubs going at it tough here and tight, as they will feed it to their man behind there to the elbow. Now back out front again. They'll reset. And he finds him again. Good passing, big man. Long ball, and he hits again. And that's another assist, Marcus Lewis. Boy, don't those guards love a big man that'll give them the rock on that flat there. And wide open 3 ball. Another one down the other end. That will be off. Rebound inside, though. That's what happens when you got length. Off the window, won't go, and a good rebound on the other side. They look to go long ball over the top. He's waiting for somebody to hit.
Good look.
Trailer, and he finishes. Man, he's got 3 assists in the last minute.
Marcus Lucas did a good job of filling the lane there.
And you saw he got down there with his back to the rim. He could have turned and gone to it, but instead he looked around and see what he had there and made 3 great passes in a row here now.
He did.
So 62-59, a little run here for the South.
It's nice to see unselfishness in an All-Star game.
Soft lob over the top, rebounded by the North. They'll come out of their own end now again. Trying to get something rolling from the perimeter. They'll drive baseline. Blocked inside. That'll be a foul, and they will go to the line. With 12:51 to go, 50 seconds, and they'll have another switch of personnel. Done a good job here. Haven't had quite enough for 3-man rotation, and so they've coaches have had to do a little work there.
Yeah.
To see who's effective, what the most reliable combination of forwards and guards are. You know, I read, again, showing old school, my age again, though. I saw one program this winter, I did 71 games, that actually said the word center. Apparently that's been lost to history, Billy.
Yeah, so we have it listed on our program, and everybody always asks me about it, but then they see Finley and they know why. But yeah, that 5 out and 4 out, 1 in stuff has changed the definition of what a center is.
You're more apt to see a wing than the word center now.
Yes.
But that is the game we're in now. Big man goes right to the hole, and he's blocked at the end.
There's even some schools now, you don't even see the true point guard anymore. It's more of a guard by committee, you know? And any number of kids could be bringing the ball up and taxed with that.
Well, we've seen some big men in this contest, including Ty Dickerson, and certainly we've seen Tyler Rivard handle the ball very well.
Yep.
And they play basically right next to the basket all the time. Back out front now. Swinging on the perimeter. Look to get a seam inside. Has his pocket blocked. Good defense. And then coast to coast with a finish. That's a good job by Jennings. Cooper Jennings, coast to coast. And he ran in some interference at the end. Puts his club up by 4. Fall away jumper, long ball, no good there. Bounces around inside. Gold has it again. Gold being the South. Before it's deflected, picked off.
Oh, good hustle. Even though he used his feet at the end there.
And now they'll have a break in the action with 12 minutes to go. 64-60. I'd say they could hit 100 here if they keep this percentage going.
I was trying to figure that out. I thought they were on like a 92, 93-point pace for a while.
Yes, because they had close to the half-century mark. And now still at it. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it, he said. As the official will throw the whistle in the stands. He still had another one, though, around his neck. Now back into it is the explosive Bradley from Winooski. And now they work it on the perimeter. Back outside. Good pass inside.
Good look.
And good muscle inside by Dennis.
It's Dennis, again, using his body.
Pinpoint pass, too, by Rivard. And then he was able to shield his body off, get inside. Soft shot going up in traffic. Dennis grabs that one. He's pushing it now. 3-on-2 developing. Goes off the wing. Soft one back to Rivard. Couldn't quite finish. Good looking play, though. Now back inside. Try to split the defense. Walks through it. Dennis comes down with another one. Looks over the top. He finds Rivard, who dunked once in this game. He goes over the top. He thought about it there. Footwork wasn't quite there,
I think
though.
he needed another step for his takeoff.
He's in double figures, both rebounds and points. Long ball from the wing. In and out. Hold off inside. Green's pushing it one more time. That'll be picked off, though. Got a lead man. Goes up with a block, and he finishes. That's a pretty shot against the big man.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting that high because Rivard was coming for that block. He had it timed pretty well.
That was Fortin from Windsor.
Another steal.
And now he picks it off.
Another chance at it.
He's going to drive on him again, puts it up softly, and that's going to go. He had a better angle that time. 68-64. With 10:35 to go in the ball game. Back out front now again, Bradley, who hit 3 3-balls early in the contest. Stops at the elbow, pitches it outside. Rivard has it there.
Oh, good, give back.
Good return.
Good return pass.
Look away pass. And Bryce Fontaine says that'll work from BFA Fairfax. Interception now. Rivard up with it. Coming back there around the corner. Long ball there, and it goes.
Dennis.
That's Dennis. He's starting to get active here now.
Dennis is a good player. He could play at any division. Any school would have liked to have had him as a player for 4 years.
Absolutely. Under 10 minutes to go, and he's getting lathered up here a little bit.
Oh, that's a good move.
Wouldn't quite go.
Yeah.
Goes Bradley again, lets it go deep off the top, and he did that on purpose, and the end result is a field goal. He saw him all the way and threw it off the window on purpose, and Dennis was right there for it, so a good job coming up with that rock
Very
there.
creative.
Well done. That'll be tipped away by Bradley. That has to be something you chat about beforehand, right?
Well, I'm guessing they said it while they're sitting over there, maybe.
If I get a break here, I'm going to throw it off the window for you and go from there. 9:30 to go in this contest. 71-68, ebb and flow of the contest. North leading it by 3 now from the corner. Long ball there. That will be off. Did a great job off the dribble. He's 1 for 5 from the 3-point area. He gets the rebound, though. Smallest man on the court. Soft rebound. And it doesn't quite go for him. And then the second man finishes. Mosier.
Mosier's played really well today.
He has. Nice move by Fortin. Came up with it. And then Tyler Fortin picks it up. Long ball out front. That won't go.
Oh, it was almost a great follow by Young.
Had a good chance. 8:54 to go. Stop and go there. Dennis almost gets it. He does stop the flow, though. And now to the corner. He's wide open. He lets her fly. And that will be off. Rebound inside.
I'll tell you, Fortin gets up for a guy who's not super tall.
Bradley could not quite put that away. The rebound again inside. And good power. He's strong. That's number 54, Jake Moore from Bellows Falls. 6'1", wide body, rugged kid.
Has really good basketball IQ. I got to see him play a few times this year, and I thought he played really well.
Rivard up with it up top. Goes to the wing. 8:21 to go. Now they go low post. Dennis with it, backing in. Fade away. Footer, that goes. Dennis is feeling it now.
Yeah, and that was pretty smooth.
And hitting a lot of variety of shots. He had a great season for Blue Mountain. And he's showing that on display here today. Over the top. Almost picked off by Bradley. Couldn't quite finish it, though. And then a long ball from the corner. No good.
Oh, good.
Second shot inside. Good block, though. We've already got a piece of that.
Yeah, it was a good hustle by Moore.
Dennis is equipped to take on those forwards, too. And so he was in on that weak side, making sure no loose rocks came out from that side with 7:57 to go in the contest. It's the second of 4 games here. And now they're working on the perimeter. A 1-point lead for the North. This has been a dogfight throughout. That'll be blocked. 3-on-1 break. And then knocked out of bounds. Good follow-up, number 20, Jameson Nystrom, getting back to the ball, cuffing it out of bounds. Bradley will take it out. Trayvon Bradley, 5'8" from Wadowski. Dennis has had the hot hand. 3 ball will be short. Bradley saves it. Dribbles out with it, and then it's stolen from him. He'll come back the other way. He'll go right to the rim, and that one was contested. And so he'll go to the line for 2.
I love how Fortin challenges everybody, though.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Risking life and limb over there, but no problem. He got that out. 7:28 to go in the contest, which has been tight the whole way. And with that said, it's 73 all. One more shot. Good rotation, but that goes off the back iron. Dennis comes up, tries for the 50-foot bounce pass. And Rivard out there. And now they'll throw it in from midcourt. Back to Bradley. Stop and go there between the legs a couple times. Handles the ball very well. And now he'll look to set it up from there. Gets a screen. Now out to Dennis. Dennis fall away. In and out for him. Almost a big collision underneath. Got his hand on the rim. That was number 14 flying in there at the end, Kristen Young.
They're certainly hunting down rebounds now.
7 minutes to go in this contest. It's been a good one, folks. 73 all. Exhibition game here. Chance for these seniors to give it one more go with some teammates that might have been not teammates all season long. Soft dish, won't go. Young pitches out the other side to Bradley. Stop and go there. Into the paint. He'll give it up. Nice
that's
move,
a good move.
Rivard. And then he tried to make the pass off it, went between the legs after he got the ball from Bradley.
It was a good thought.
6:39. Go in the contest.
This one might come down to the wire, too.
It sure looks at every indication is that it's going to. Coming off the side out of bounds, Fortin can't quite grab it. So that'll be out of play with 6:31 to go in this contest. Back up front. Long ball. That goes. That's Christian Young.
Yeah, he shot that with a defender right in his face.
He knows his way around the three-point shooting options, and he nailed that one. Bradley may have fouled Fortin. Fortin kept going, though, right to the rack, and he finishes. Good job. Dennis with it up through the middle. Rivard up with it. He's going to try a long shot. That'll be short.
And we got Fortin out again.
Fortin really gets ahead of the pack, doesn't he? He finishes.
He does.
He's had a big corner here, and it's 77-76. We got 6 minutes to go, and now they'll change the lineups one more time.
For the final time.
Yes. This seemed like a lot quicker contest there, as the pace was really good.
The refs are doing a good job keeping up. You know, good thing they have 3 today, because the pace has been high.
Yes. There's a real call out for officials. You know, it's not just basketball, though.
It's not.
I did Thursday night football this year. That's never happened in 30 years, Billy.
Yeah.
It was because of officials. And then we did a lot of Saturday night football games, again, because of a lack of officials for football. And field hockey, don't even get started.
Or lacrosse.
There's none.
Yeah. I do girls softball, and I work 5 or 6 days a week.
Yep. And you know, you can make, if you can do 4 or 5 games a week, you can make a good living paycheck-wise. What is it, $85, $95 now?
Yeah, it's a secondary income. To be perfectly honest, you do a spring, if you do a winter sport, I mean, it's truly a second income.
No doubt. And then your mileage check at 56 cents a mile, whatever it is, that's usually more than your game check.
Yeah. At the end of the year, I'll get a $300 mileage check.
5:30 to go. It's too bad they make you wait all year. 77-76 on that miss. North comes back in a hurry. They'll settle for the 3 ball outside. That's not going to go anywhere. They save it, though.
Good hustle.
Yeah, that kid's an athlete. Hustling all over the place in this contest. I'd like to see him play soccer. Molesworth has been real good. Donahue connects on that one. 78-77. Long ball. In and out. Rebound, though, by Gold.
I think the North's confused with who's covering who. A few open guys out there for the South.
Molesworth just staying in the middle as the rim protector, it looks like. I'm not guarding anybody. I'm just going to stop everybody, or try to. Long carom again, knocked around. Green comes up with it. They'll drop it back out front. Stop and go from there.
Oh, good look.
Beautiful pass. They missed the layup inside.
Great
Much
look,
to the chagrin of Ricky Fenimore. Says, man, I got to knock that one down. Corner J. Rebound inside. Knocked out by Gold, though. This group of 10 youngsters here, student athletes, 5-on-5. This will be the 5 that decide this contest. It's a 1-pointer here with 4:26.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring it home, these 2. Back inside. Fall away. No good. Gold comes out with it. Looking to push. Green gets back, though, nicely. Now they'll go post, puts it up softly, and it goes. Kind of lost his footwork over there. But Roman found the equilibrium and finished.
He had some shots like that in Barrie for Mid-Vermont Christian.
Whereas it looked like he was out of control, and he
and
righted
he
himself.
Finished. Yeah.
That's just going right by him, and that's the finish. This kid is good. You talked about it early in Molesworth. This kid is worth the price of admission.
He's another one of those kids that like lots of programs would love to have that kid, no matter what the division.
Long ball out front, rebound. Molesworth takes that too. An 80-79 game. His club leads it by 1 with 3:33 to go in the contest. He's out front, looking to try and drive there. Gets pushed back a little bit, keeps going, and he's blocked right at the rim. Good defense that time by Gold. They stopped him twice there.
Oh, no, he's stopping him now.
The C's opened up, but he didn't finish. Pass the other way. That'll be thrown away by Fenimore. Now they'll get a 3 out of it, and it'll go. So that makes it 82-80. He's got to have help bringing the ball in, or he'll have to call timeout. And they
First
do.
one of the day.
Give him a little, give him a little bit break there. That's an unwritten rule, I guess. No timeouts on unless you get a strategy with 1 second to go here.
That's right.
And that'll be a push-off right there. Fouls are very low. That's 4 now for the team from the south.
Yeah, if we have to get into like a foul to get the ball back situation, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
And 2. Another club, yeah, they'll have to foul a lot just to get them on the line. They try to find Fenimore inside. That didn't work, though. Number 50 doing a good job leaning towards him. Vuk. This is a Vic, who is 6'3". He's from Grace Christian. Fenimore with it now. He'll throw it right back in the backcourt. Long shot there. That'll be off the rim. And now they'll come up court again in a hurry. Looking to split the defense. That'll be short.
Oh, good rebound.
They get the rebound now. Throw it out front. That'll be a long ball out front. That'll be no good. They'll battle for it. Gold comes up with it again. Good fake inside. Puts it up softly and now cleared by the North. 2:30 to go in this game. Over the top, he lobs it.
Oh, good pass.
They'll find the man outside. Puts it up, rolls around, no good. Rebounded inside. Number 20 takes it there.
That was a good
Nystrom.
look. That was a good look by Chase Lund to kick that out.
Very good job there. Stop and go. Soft shot won't go for him. But that'll be a push, and that'll be on the floor first, I believe, as the girls all-star teams make their way to the locker rooms here. Their game will be coming up next. That game was actually scheduled for 3, but we are way ahead of schedule, Billy.
Way ahead.
Aren't we?
Well, we had an award ceremony coming up here.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that would take up a little
that'll
time.
slow us back down. Okay. That shot is up, and that is good by McCullough from Woodstock. That's a 3-point lead. They're not going to reach 100 probably, but this has been a very enjoyable game. South won the first one by 2. They're looking to make it 2 for 2 here. Over the timeline it goes. 4-point lead. They could use a basket at this point. 3 ball from that other wing. That's no good.
Good rebound.
Holsworth inside, and he finishes in a crowd. 2 minutes to go. We're taking this one right to the final possession here. 84-82 for the South. They'll walk it up and look to penetrate the lane. The kick out. And that will miss everything. Molesworth gets it again. He's got a ton of rebounds today. And now over the timeline, they'll come up with it. Setting up for the 3 ball. Lets it go, and that goes. And that's a 1-point lead down for the North, and that's good range. He's a fluid shooter, isn't he?
Oh, he's very good. He's had a good career.
For Richford, he's 6'3", and he's been solid. 1.5 minutes to go. South will try a 3 from the other wing. That's going to go. That was set up nicely. Book.
We get a 2-point game.
87-85. 1:17 to go. Gets the screen up front. Looking to come back inside to the wing now. Back out front. They'll try the long one. That's going to miss everything to the right. They're going to have to play some defense. Not that Gold is going to slow it down. They'll try another 3 instead over the top. That'll be no good. Big rebound. Holsworth takes that again. He finds out to the wing. They try to get inside. Picked off.
Oh, what a good
goal.
play by Nystrom.
Good job getting back there. Nystrom's quick. He's made a lot of plays. 45 seconds to go. South up by 2 points. They'd like to kill some clock here right now. I'd say about 10 seconds. The North is going to have to foul. Screen out front. Knocks the glasses off. Number 24 on that side. Chase Lund. And now they'll drive baseline. Good pass inside. They'll kick it out. They wanted to take the icer there. Stop and go now in traffic. And that is going to just roll off. But they get it back with 20 seconds to go. And so a 2-point lead. They're going to have to foul immediately, but I don't think there's time to get 4 or 5
and
fouls off.
I'm not sure they know.
And that'll come back the other way, and then that'll be 1 foul, stop the clock.
They're going to have to get three fouls pretty quick here.
Vuk has played well down the stretch in this game.
Yeah, he has. He had a good day.
87-85. They need a steal bad. Over the top now. Yeah. And that'll be another quick foul. I guess they can get that out in a hurry. That's 5, so they need 2 more in a hurry. I guess it's down here. If they have to get a steal immediately or foul.
You definitely have to overplay here.
Looking to get it in. They do. And that'll be another foul.
Yeah.
Almost 2 seconds came off. That'll be 6. So the next one, I don't know if they got anybody in mind. I think they'll foul the first person they get a chance to.
I think you have to. You don't have
You can't
the
mess around.
choice.
Because even if they make 1 out of 2, you can hit a 3-ball tie. So they'll throw it in over the backcourt. They'll get the foul back there if they can catch him. And they do.
Oh,
and they didn't call that there. He goes all the way in it with 2.9. Had a foul here at midcourt.
Right,
could have been called.
Yeah.
But they walk through that one, so that will put Vuk on the line with a chance to ice it. If he hits 2, that's game, set, and match.
Probably want 4 people in there, but that's not what they have.
We got replay. They could always ask us what we think. If he misses, they get a shot at a 3-ball to win. Shot is up, and that is good. One more,
this is
and
the biggie.
That's going to ice it. 88-85. South trying to make it 2 in a row, and we talked about before. I guess I jinxed them. 6 out of the 8 titles went to the Northern clubs this year. Well, they're getting a little payback here. And that should do it. That's 89-85. They'll try one more long ball as he throws it all down the end of the court. Lets it fly from there, and that does not go, and that's going to do it. It's an 89-85 win for the South, and they go up 2 games to none at this juncture. We've got a lot more going on here during the All-Star Day here at Heinsberg, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more from Heinsberg.